Usually when I read you questions, they are family law questions sent to me. But today I have a DM about another topic that I want to read you. It says, "Hi, I've been following the news regarding Preston, and like every other parent out there, I have a question. I live in Chandler. My kids go to school at Corona High School. I received a video of a fight that happened at the school last week. Thank God these kids did not know how to fight because no security came. The boys walked away. Thank God themselves. My kids also tell me there's weed vaping in the bathrooms daily. I've called the principal several times with no callback. What do I do? I am sick with all this teen violence and my heart breaks for the Lord family." Yesterday, in my daily update that I do about the Gilbert Goons saga and everything that's coming out day by day, I talked about the schools. And I talked about how the schools have been largely silent. Even though parents are sending DMs like this all the time, even though we have videos of fights happening at school, schools have been silent and parents send me DMs like that all the time. I want to tell you a little story. I live in a small neighborhood. It's so small that all of the residents have a text string. And one evening we got a text on our neighborhood text string that was a complaint from one neighbor to the neighborhood that some kids had participated in doorbell ditching. So there was a Ring camera of some children in this neighborhood who had gone to some of my neighbors' houses, rang the doorbell and ran away. And somebody was like, "Who's your kid? Take care of this." And because it's so small, it was very easy. The parent was like, "Hey, my kids had a sleepover. I didn't know they had snuck out. Thanks for sending this. I'm so sorry." Done. I had a conversation with my kids, told them about this and said, "Listen, you guys are in a day and age when you can get away with nothing. Everything is recorded. Everything is recorded. So anytime you engage in any behavior, you need to think about the fact that it is being videoed. People are watching." Why did I tell them this? Why is this a good story? Because it is a deterrent. Knowing that there is video of you and knowing that you will be caught makes it less likely for you to engage in bad behavior. It seems, yesterday I asked, why have the schools been silent? Why haven't they said what they need? Why haven't they asked for what they need? It seems like what schools need are cameras. Cameras everywhere that is public. And I mean bathrooms. Bathrooms where the public engages. And the public might be all girls or might be all boys, but when you're not in the stalls, you're in public. Somebody from the school could walk in and see you, therefore it's public. And there should be cameras. There should be cameras around the school. Then you're not hiring people. It's the cheapest, easiest way to monitor. You have evidence. And the second thing that I would suggest schools do is they make it not okay on campus to video fights. Because if there's videos on school, then you already have those videos. And if anybody is caught videoing a fight, they should be subject to school discipline. The reason is so many of these kids engage in this behavior and we're watching other kids egg them on, and they're children and they have undeveloped brains and they make bad decisions. And if there's fewer people videoing you, you're maybe less likely to engage in this type of behavior. You know you're on video because the school is monitoring you. You know you're going to be subject to discipline, but also anybody who is videoing a fight and at all antagonizing it should be subject to discipline. One of the things we talked about on the podcast I did with criminal defense attorney Ryan McPhee is the question was asked, is videoing an assault a crime? It is not. If you are a bystander. So for instance, when George Floyd was videoed with his incident with the police that was shared everywhere, that person did not commit a crime. But if you're videoing and you're egging people on, "Get him, do it, hit him, oh my gosh, go blah, blah, blah," that is, you would be subject to accomplice liability. It is not okay. And so if all of the kids at school know that there is no reason to video a crime for evidence purposes because everything is videoed at school, then you could simply make video